This is Andy Bryce of Easy Data Transform, and I'm going to show you how you can do sentiment analysis in Easy Data Transform. Sentiment analysis is a way to determine whether a piece of text expresses a positive, negative or neutral attitude. It's widely used to understand customer feedback, social media posts and product reviews. It can be useful for identifying problem areas for a business and for tracking how sentiments change over time. I'm going to do sentiment analysis on this example dataset. It's a very small dataset we made up ourselves, but Easy Data Transform can easily handle millions of rows of data. This is a text file, but it could equally be CSV, Excel, XML, JSON, or other file formats that Easy Data Transform supports. Let's drag it onto Easy Data Transform. An input item is created. We also have a list of words with sentiment scores between -5 and +5 in a CSV file. Let's drag that onto Easy Data Transform as well. Another input item is created. So here we're going to score +5 if the feedback contains the word amazing and -4 if it contains the word angry, and so on. Again, this is just a small data set for illustration. A real sentiment analysis data set would probably be thousands of terms. You can find various sentiment score data sets online. If we needed to clean up the sentiment dataset, for example to remove duplicates or trim white space, we could easily do that in Easy Data Transform. See some of our other videos. But this dataset has already been cleaned up. Now we've read in the two datasets, we want to score each row of text in the top input for each word it matches in the bottom input. We can use a lookup transform to do that. Select the two inputs and click lookup. A lookup transform has been added. We want to look up the score each time the text in the top dataset contains a word in the bottom dataset. So let's set the top column to feedback, the bottom key column to word, and normally we would set the bottom key value to score, but let's also set it to word here so we can check the lookups. And we want to find matches where the top dataset contains the word in the bottom dataset. And we want to match all values. And we don't care about case. So we can see we have a problem in the first row because the word greatly contains the word great, then greatly is matched both great and greatly. So we want to match whole words only. This is easy to fix. We just need to replace each word with a regular expression starting and ending with /b, which in regular expression means word break. The word break will match the start or end of a value, space or punctuation, ensuring only whole words are matched. Select the connection between the bottom dataset and lookup and click on Replace to add a replace transform between the two. So in the word column we want to use a regular expression to capture everything in the column and replace it with the captured value with a word break on either end. So this means here we're using a regular expression to match all characters between the start and end of the word column, and then we're replacing it with that capture with a word break on either end. Now let's go back to the lookup. So now we want to change the matching to top matches bottom regex. So now it will only match whole words. And here we can see that only greatly has been matched. Now we're happy the matching is correct, we can use the lookup scores. So now we have a list of lookup scores for each row. Note that Easy Data Transform will right adjust things it recognises as numeric, but not lists of numeric values. This is just a visual cue and makes no difference to the processing. Now we want to sum each list. We can do that with a list transform. And we want to sum the list of values in the newly created column. And the delimiter is comma. And we want to sum all the terms in the list. So now we have a column of sentiment scores. Let's remove the intermediate column using the remove cols transform. And let's sort the rows by the score value, with the worst at the top. From here there are all sorts of other things we can do, such as n-gram analysis of pairs or triples of words, or we could do a histogram of the overall sentiment scores. But for now, let's just filter the data to only show the negative comments and output that to an Excel file. So we'll add a filter, and we just want the values less than 0. And then we want to output that to an Excel file. And let's view the file we created. This is a very small example, but it shows you how powerful and flexible Easy Data Transform is. Easy Data Transform is available for Windows and Mac. You can download a fully functional free trial from our website. It only takes a few seconds and you don't even have to give us your email address.